Hi, you guys. If you can all put your cameras on, I would love to see that.
Yeah.
I love to see your faces, and I want to take a picture here
Yes.
eventually so I can
Adhika.
show everyone in the United States.
Yes.
So
So
I am a teacher. I have been a teacher for 10 years and then a school counselor for 24 years. So I have been in education teaching kids like you guys for 34 years. I love working with kids.
amazing.
Yes, sir. Hello, ma'am.
Hi, Husniya.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Good morning for you.
Nice to meet you, ma'am. This is Husnia. I am an eighth grader. Can I ask you a question, ma'am?
Yes, you can.
How can I build better relationships with my peers and teachers?
Let me get my notes here. So Husni, very good question. I appreciate that question. So what you want to think of is what kind of friend do you want to have? And then that's the kind of friend you should be to the people around you, to your peers, to be nice to them. That's very important. That's number one. Be nice and support them. And if they do really good job, clap for them or cheer them on and say, good job. And I don't know if they're understanding everything, Hari. Are you guys speak English though? And you are very good English speakers. So Hari Krishna's students always speak well English. And then as for your teachers, do your homework and do what they say. Work your hardest, be your best, because then they will believe in you. Teachers like your teacher, Hari Krishna, you guys, he loves kids and he believes in you guys. And so do your very best, and he will always do his very best for you, but you guys do your best for him. And again, just be nice to everybody. That is one of the best uh, policies, best plans ever is just to be nice to everyone. Thank
Thank
you,
you so much.
Husni. Hi, Kaja.
My name is Khaja. I am a sixth grader. Nice to meet you, ma'am.
Good to meet you too.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, you can.
How do I improve study habits and time management skills?
Ask questions. If you are ever confused or don't understand, ask questions. Ask questions of your teachers. Ask questions of your friends. And work hard, study. If you have a homework assignment to read 29 pages, make sure you do that because that will help you. That will help you reach your goals in life. And let's see, how do you improve your study skills? Make a schedule. So when you go home after school, make sure you know exactly what you need to do. Plan a certain amount of time to work on homework and be there for your family, support your family, be nice again, and love the people around you. But work really hard and always be early. Uh, Always work hard and what there's a big word that says be diligent, but what that means is work hard and do what is expected of you.
Thank you so much. Here is another student.
Thank you.
Howdy.
My name is Gayatri Salvi. I am studying seventh grade. Can I ask one question, ma'am?
Yes, you can.
How can I figure out the right career path for me based on my strengths and interests?
All right. So every single one of you guys are a gift to this world. All right. Now I'm going to say your names. I don't know if I'm going to say them all right. And guide. What was your name again?
Gayatri.
Gayatri. Okay, so Gayatri, your gifts, the things that you're good at, are different from Mamatha's, from Kaja, from Nakil. Again, I don't know if I'm saying your names right, you guys, so forgive me. Hasnia and Satvik and Mahanaj Farhat. Sorry, I'm sure I messed yours
Yeah, it's
up.
correct actually.
Radhika.
You are correct. You are right.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. And Nitvika, hey, you guys. And Deeks, you guys, each of you are different. So don't compare yourself to each other, okay? What you want to do is think of what do you love to do? When you are doing your homework or when you're at home, do you like to sing? Or do you like to work on the computer? Or do you like to do math stuff? So don't compare yourself to each other. And what you do is your teacher, he knows how to help you guys and he believes in you. He will always cheer you guys on, even when you're out of school. And he will help you to know what you need to do. But what you want to do is find out what are the subjects in school that you're really good at. And that's the type of career that you should think about going into. Also, you want to think about your personality. If when I was younger than you guys, I was very shy. It would have scared me to get on a thing like this to talk to students, even in my own country, but especially from another country. But my teachers believed in me, my parents believed in me, and I have a faith too in God, and that helped me to become who I am today and have all this energy to talk to you guys. So what you want to do is think of what are you good at? What is your personality? When I was shy, again, I never thought I would be a teacher. Oh my gosh. But then what happened was I loved kids. And I thought, what's the best profession? What's the best career if I love kids? A teacher. And so that's where you want to think, what are you good at and what do you love to do? And let's say you're playing, you're doing something, your parents say, come to dinner, Husnia. It's time for dinner. And you're so busy doing your thing. It's like you don't hear your parents because you're having so much fun. Then they say again, come to dinner. It's like, okay, so what were you really loving to do? And that is probably a career that you would like to go into. So think of all those things. But again, I really want to tell every one of you guys are a gift to this world. Every one of you has a voice to tell other people and to help other people. And I love talking to you guys. And I see your eyes. I see your eyes and I see your precious, precious students over there. And I love talking with you guys.
Thank you
Thank
so
you so
much.
much. Great
And
question.
yeah, here is another student. Farhat, over to you.
Yes, sir.
Hello, ma'am. My name is
Hi.
Farhat.
Hi, Fahed. Did I say that
My
right?
name is Farhat. I am an eighth
Farhed.
grader from JPH School, Elavaram. I would like to ask a question. Can I ask, ma'am?
Yes, you sure can, Fahed.
What options do I have if I am struggling with a specific topic or subject?
All right. Again, what you want to do is ask for questions. Don't be embarrassed if you don't understand something. That's what education is all about. That's what school is about because you guys didn't know how to add 1 + 1 when you were born. You didn't know that. You didn't know how to do science. You didn't know how to do all those things. So, you guys, the big thing is ask questions. At my age, I'm 65 years old. Don't tell anyone. That's old. But I don't feel old. I act young, huh? Don't I? But I still ask questions. Today I asked probably 10 questions. So you guys always ask questions from people that you admire, your teachers, your parents, people, friends that you respect. So always ask questions, and that will always help you to be able to get far in life.
Thank you so much. And here is another question. Nitvika, over to you. Nitvika.
Yes, sir. Hello, ma'am. How are you,
Good. How you doing, Nithvika?
ma'am?
Yes.
Say,
My
I'm
name
fine.
is Nitika.
Say,
Madam?
fine. Actually, you are.
I am fine, ma'am. Thank you. My
Good.
name is Nitika. I am an eighth grader from GBH School, Ilavaram. Here, I would like to ask you a question, ma'am. Can I ask?
Yes, you sure can.
What strategies can I use to manage stress and balance academics with extracurricular activities?
Oh, okay. So stress and balancing all the activities. What you want to do is make a checklist. Do you guys know what a checklist is?
Not many.
Okay, so your teacher, he can teach you guys how to do that. But if you have 5 things to do today, make a list, write all 5 things down. All right. And then what you can do is when you finish one, check it off. That's a good feeling when you know that. But when you're stressed, you guys, again, know that you aren't perfect. Know that you're not perfect, and know that all anyone can ask of you is to try your best. All right. Try your best. And again, like I said before, ask questions to help. When you're balancing your school, when you're balancing your extracurricular activities. And Mr. Krishna knows that we have bionic teams, and that's where kids reach out to other kids that are going through tough times. And that's an extracurricular activity that a lot of my students are involved in, besides math and science and all these other things. And so what you need to do, what I say is, when you guys know, are you better in the morning or are you better at night? I'm really good at night. I'm wide awake at night. You see, it is 9 o'clock my time at night. I am wide awake. A lot of my friends are sleeping right now because they're not night people. They're better in the morning. And so, when are you the best? When are you your best self? That's when you want to do your hard stuff. Like if math is your hardest, do it when you have a lot of energy and you're really awake and everything. And the other things, then put those off, and when, if it's okay, if you're a little bit more tired or things like that. So that's where work on that. Now, some people say do the things, do the hard things when you really have to be aware, when you're studying and that type of thing. I don't know if that was clear, Hari, but
It's clear.
okay.
And yes.
Thank you,
So
ma'am. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I have 2 more questions before we wrap up this session.
Yes.
Sandy, you have been dealing with many kids over the years. Behaviorism is one of the big issues is being faced by the teachers in USA. In India also, we have been facing the behavioral issues, especially at the secondary schools, because of many reasons. I don't want to disclose those reasons. In fact, the first reason is corporeal punishment, in fact, is strictly banned here. If a teacher abuses or punishes any student physically, and he or she is going to be suspended from his services, her services, that is also going to happen. Another,
Yes.
because of many other factors, students have changed lately from positive to negative. They pass the comments on the teachers, and they are so relevant to the teacher's commands. So many behavioral issues I have been witnessing these days. So could you please tell us how often do you deal with these behavioral issues in a week? What would you recommend the teachers to deal with these sensitive matters like students' behaviorism?
Yes. The big thing is when students have behavior issues, there's a reason. They're not just being bad because they want to be bad. A lot of times when students are being bad or having behavioral issues, it's because they don't understand. Maybe they are feeling bad within. Maybe at home there are sick parents or sick grandparents, or there are tough things. Maybe something bad happened at home and they're struggling with that. And so then they have behavior issues. So that's the thing, as teachers, we always have to remember there's a reason behind that behavior. In all my 34 years of teaching, and teaching probably 50,000 students, I never found a bad student. I never had a bad student. The students that were acting bad, there was a reason. In America, we say there's something called bullying. I don't know if you guys know what that is.
Yeah, we
But
know.
yes. And so what we always found is that typically the bullies are people who have been bullied themselves. And so now they are being bullies to other people because they're hurting. So that's the thing. The behavior issues is there's something that student is really struggling with. And that's why, because we all want to be loved. We all want to be appreciated. I always like to say with Bionic, what we do is we want our students to be seen, to be noticed, and to know that they are not alone. And if every student always knew that you're seen, you matter, and you're not alone, I don't think we'd ever have any bullying or anything like that, because we all know that we are loved. That is our basic, most important need, is to be loved. And if we're all loved, then we won't need to be mean to anybody else.
Yeah, thank you so much. And here is my last question. Teachers actually, they teach only the subjects, and sometimes they can motivate the students, they can slightly counsel the students, but they can't spend their full time for counseling purpose, because they are not that much professionals in the counseling arena.
Yes.
But unfortunately, in Indian context, no school has the counselor, because the government has not been encouraging the counselors. That's why most of the schools, we don't have the counselors. Probably this is the reason for these behavioral issues. When there is a behavioral issue from one class, if one behavioral issue is reported from one class, and that behavioral issue, if it actually goes straight away to the class teacher or the subject teacher, if the subject teacher or class teacher is unable to solve the issue, and it is forwarded to the head teacher, and the head teacher is the ultimate one. He has to deal with that particular behavioral issue by making a phone call to their parents and by giving him counseling or some other practices. But still, I personally feel that there is a need. There is a need. And the counselors are badly needed here in India to cater to the needs of the behavioral issues that have been growing rapidly for the last few years, because of since the corona, behavioral issues has come into limelight. So could you please tell us, should every school has the counselors to meet these issues, and what are the advantages of having counselors?
All right. So, yes, I believe every school should have a counselor, because now at my school, so I'll give you an example of my last two schools. We had, how many students are in your school?
Yeah, 400 plus.
Okay. All right. So in my school, I had, well, both the schools had about 1,500 students. And so we had 5 counselors. And so each of us had, who's good at math? What's 1,500 divided by 5?
Students, quickly respond.
Who's good at math? 1,500 divided by 5.
100.
Good job. Husnia, I am so proud of you. You had courage to speak up. You go, girl. Yes. Yes. There you go. But anyway, so what happens is, so with you guys, if you guys could have one counselor, and hurry, invite me to come over and I'll talk to all your school leaders to say, you guys need a counselor. I am so proud of you guys. Hari Krishna, it is always an honor to talk with you every year that we do this. And all of you guys, I am so proud of all you guys for having the courage to ask questions. And you guys, your English is really good. Your English is really good. You would do well here in America. So you could be here and be talking in my classrooms, and you would do great.
Thank you so much, Sandy, for your time. I know that how valuable your time is.